What's going on? I'm Anoki the One with Thriving Artist University, and in this video, I'm talking about the 5 skills that every artist needs to have in 2021 and beyond. So I've told y'all about how we are in the perfect position. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last, okay? This is a huge transition, a huge recreation of the music industry, of the entertainment industry, and we are now at a perfect position to thrive without losing our souls, without losing our ownership, and being true to ourselves and free. But there are 5 skills that we must have, okay? I'm gonna break it down. Make sure to watch to the end till you see all the tips. And the best tip is last, okay? I'm gonna say that one last. I'm saving the best for last, all right? So, number 1, audio skills. Audio skills. It does not matter whether you're an actor, whether you're a music producer, a music artist. Having audio skills is going to be a must in 2020 and beyond. It's a must right now, okay? And when I say audio skills, just knowing and being aware that audio is important. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's a podcast, whether you're doing a skit, whether you're editing videos for YouTube, whether you're making music, audio skills is important. Understanding some concept, having some concept of audio skills and doing some study, taking some time to really focus on that when it comes to creating your content, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, okay, videography skills. I feel like this is very obvious, but I think maybe not so much because a lot of people think that they can buy a expensive camera, and same thing with audio, they can buy an expensive microphone and different things like that. But if you are not skilled in these things, it doesn't matter how expensive it is, it's probably going to sound like crap. You have to develop your ear. You have to develop your eye. You have to develop the different skills that you need. You may have, like, a professional with an iPhone is going to be better than someone who's not professional, a beginner with the best camera, right? With the most fancy camera, because they know lighting, they know framing, they know angles, they know, all these different things that make a video visually appealing, okay? So that's important. Same thing with audio. The skill is more important. So as a rule, I do not upgrade my equipment until I feel like I've mastered it. And so I feel like I've made the greatest videos, the greatest audio with whatever equipment that I have, and then I'll upgrade because that'll make it 10 times better. I would rather not buy expensive equipment, have it collecting dust because I have no idea what I'm doing with it, and then be mad when it don't come out the way it should. You know what I'm saying? So strive to master, to be masterful with what you have. Okay, that's huge. All right, number 3 skill, digital graphics. Okay, so digital graphics has become a lot easier with things like Canva. And if you want to learn more about Canva, or if you want to get Canva, go in my description. I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. Okay, because I started doing Photoshop when I was a teenager, and it's not the easiest. Okay, it's not the easiest. But things like Canva has made creating flyers, creating social media content, creating all kinds of infographics and things like that, it's made it much better. But also think about colors, okay, when it comes to digital graphic. Think about, just shapes and different things like that, knowing where to put what. Like, just doing a little study. You may just watch a video about creating graphics on Canva, right? Makes it much easier just knowing some of the principles of digital graphics, because that is going to be a very important skill in the 2021s, no matter what kind of artist you are. You don't want to have to pay somebody every single time you need a new post on social media that you want to look great. No. And even if you're paying somebody, it's a good idea to ask them to teach you what they're doing. Some people won't, but I feel like you can make your money go further if you're investing in it to be done. Watch them do it. Ask them to show you, give you some tips or something. Like, some people are honored. Some people are kind of like, shady. They're like, I'm not telling you my secrets. But hey, you won't know till you try. I'm I'm a sponge. So I'm always going to be looking and asking to learn. All right. It's a good idea. So number 4, the number 4 thing, okay, is to get good at content mining. That is very important. Mining content, right? So for me, it goes into all kinds of things. You want to talk about things that are relevant. You want to talk about things, even in your music, even in your music videos, in your skits. You want to have stuff that's relevant, and you want to get good at knowing what to say when. Timing is very important. Things go in waves. Okay, you want to catch the wave of what's going on. You don't always have to say what everybody else is talking about, but it's a good idea. Like, for example, on YouTube, reaction videos do really well because you're reacting to something that is already popular. It's going viral, right? How can you take something viral and incorporate it into your content maybe once a week and be a part of some of the evergreen content? And if you don't know what evergreen is, it's basically content that is timeless. It doesn't matter what time of the year. It's always going to be, interesting. But even when you have evergreen content, how can you make the title connect and the way you present it connect to something that is relevant? Like, for example, just this title, in 2020, skills you're going to need for 2021. Well, it's about to be 2021, so that's going to be relevant. Okay, I may change that at the end of 2021, change the title to 2022. This is the skills that you're going to need forever, right? So, but how can you present it in a way that's relevant? Okay, that's all content mining. That is a skill that you must have. And the number 5 skill, last but not least, is developing a presence. Okay, whether it's presence on camera, presence in audio form, presence when you're creating music, right? When you're singing or rapping, having a presence. And the only way, because I remember early on with everything, really, I had to get good enough to where I could develop a presence. Okay. So when people just, just be yourself, you're not being yourself, and, I don't feel like you're giving your all, whatever, and you're like, what the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? I was that way. It was frustrating me. And for one, it takes reps. Okay, that's one thing. It takes reps. Okay, repetition. You do it again, over and over and over again. Practice. That's just like in a game. If you're playing basketball or something like that, it's going to be hard for you to really getting to a flow state if you're thinking about how you're supposed to be dribbling. You can't be thinking about what you're supposed to be doing, right? And a way to keep you from thinking too hard is by preparing. That's why you have practice. You should know the plays. You should have the plays memorized before you get into the game. Same thing with music. Same thing with shooting videos. You should have a good idea of what you're talking about. You should have researched enough or put an outline together, maybe even a script when you're first getting started. So over time, right, you have the confidence because you know exactly, you're not guessing, you know exactly what you're about to talk about. And that alleviates some of the fear of, I don't know what I'm talking about. That could take you out of being your full self in itself, right? So reps, preparation, and really doing the research to know what you're talking about, and that gives you competence, so that leads to confidence. A lot of people would just be like, oh yeah, just book yourself up, talk to yourself in the mirror. Nah, okay? You need to be competent, okay? And when you're competent, it helps you to be more confident to where that stuff, if you're talking to yourself, giving yourself affirmations, it actually has weight in the world, okay? So those are my 5 tips, okay? Let me know what you think. Basically, in quick recap, build the skills of audio engineering, videography, and digital graphics. It doesn't matter if you have the most expensive software, expensive equipment. If you don't develop those skills, it's still going to look like crap. It takes repetition. And content mining. Develop the skills of content mining, saying things that are relevant or creating ways to make your content relevant through the title, through the thumbnail, different things like that. And last but not least, developing presence, repetition, preparation, and research. Okay? I will see y'all in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment, And let me know what you think. What is the big skill out of these 5 skills that I told you about that you need to work on the most? Okay, comment that below and go to thrivingartistuniversity.com and download the free ebook, Thriving as an Artist Without Losing Your Soul. And I'll see you on the next video.